Hello and welcome to Morris Park. I'm Clyde Morris. And today we're going to do a little staging with my Monadenium ritchiei. I just got this last year at Whitman Gardens in Springfield, Missouri. And it's got a little bit too crowded in this little mug pot there. It grew very rapidly. This was not near this size when I got it. So we're going to give it some more room. And I've got this really cool pot that I got from Grassroots Nursery out near Marshfield, Missouri. And I kind of like these pots, these stoneware pots, and they kind of put these labels on them like that. Looks pretty cool. So I'm going to use it. I actually had a Euphorbia ferox in this pot. I have two of those, and they grew right together, but for some reason this one wasn't quite as hardy and got really badly sunburned. So I had to just take cuttings of it to save it. I don't know what the reasoning was. They all grew together and one next to each other anyway. And one ferox was very good with taking the very bright hot sunlight, and the other was definitely not. So I was able to save a couple cuttings from it, but I thought I'd reuse this pot here for this Monadenium since it looks so good. So anyhow, let's get to going here and we'll unpot the Monadenium. It's very tight in the pot, I believe. There you go. I'm going to be able to push it out with my finger from underneath the pot. It's a very hot, humid afternoon here. It's in the 90s today. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty well needed some new digs here because it's very, very root bound. We'll pick all these off. It's got quite a few offsets on it. This one's been kind of out of the light for a while. I'll have to be careful with it when I put it back in the greenhouse and give it kind of a shady position. So you can see it hasn't had sunlight really. There's a screen there. I always put a little piece of screen in the bottom of my pot so the soil doesn't fall out. All this old soil off and get some new soil in there. Alright, the Monadenium is ready. I've got a little piece of screen all ready for this one, all ready to go in there. We'll stage this up. Got some staging rocks ready here for it, and make it look really cool in this Grassroots pot. The Grassroots Nursery is a little cool nursery. It's kind of out in the country. It's not in the town. Kind of north of Marshfield a little ways, a couple miles. Now, Monadenium usually has leaves all over it, but at this time of year they kind of drop a lot of their leaves. There you go. Go in kind of a semi-dormant state. They still bloom, but the leaves kind of drop away when it's this hot. A little more soil here. Lift it up a little. Okay. Make sure my roots are spread out and there's no big air hole under there. There we go. That looks pretty good. There's some coarse pieces in my soil here from using coconut coir. I just kind of pick them out. It was some stuff I had available to me. I usually use coconut coir in my mixes. This was a little bit coarse. I'll probably go with something a little bit finer next time. Just pick out the big pieces for now. This is going to look pretty good. I still call these Monadeniums. They've now been moved into Euphorbia. They are part of the Euphorbia C, and recently they were moved into the genus Euphorbia. So Monadenium is kind of a defunct genus now, but I like to separate them out as far as calling them what they are because the difference in the flowers. The difference in the flowers is quite different than normal euphorbias. And having a hooded flower, it doesn't actually have what I would call a bract around it, say like ritchiei or anything like that, but it has a hooded flower that comes out on them. And all the Monadenium group are that way, so I kind of, in my own mind, keep them separate. I kind of like the Monadenium label, even though that it is a euphorbia. So this is actually called, considered Euphorbia ritchiei now. I've got some crushed lava rock I'm going to put around this. Whoops. This has been a real fast grower, as I say. It wasn't even near this size when I got it. I think it was like a stem and maybe a branch or two coming out of it. Now it's really grown out quite a bit. Who knows, in a year I may have to take it out of this. But I don't like to try to overpot anything. Okay, now that I've got crushed lava rock top dressing, and I may fill that in a little bit. I'm going to experiment with some of these rocks and see what I have here that may be really neat for this. Some of my rocks may be a little too big, but we have smaller ones. A little piece of lava rock there, and some of our own native rock here. Let's see here. Sometimes got to move things around a little bit, make things fit nice. And who knows, I may have to remove a lot of this anyway a little later on to allow for some growth. Fit that in there real nice. All right, I think we're done here. A couple rocks here and there. Okay. And we'll save this really cool pot for something else. It was actually a mug they were promoting on Halloween. So it has a little spider web on it. I really like that, and I'll find another cool plant to put in that. And there we have it. Monadenium ritchiei in the cool stoneware grassroots pot. Looks pretty cool. I have a handful of monadeniums of different varieties. I even have the variegated variety of this one. But yeah, looks pretty cool. Worked out good. Anyhow, I just wanted to show this little staging of a Monadenium ritchiei. Hope you all have a great evening and a great week. This is Clyde Morris from Morris Park. Take care.